House Wolford, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorslay's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Kamsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
Your Eredor might be able to tank her with Bulwark, hopefully. What's the strategy? Put Flame Shield on whoever she's attacking. For me, I was hitting her for like 4 damage.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
I was hitting her for like anywhere between like 4 and 20 damage with my regular units, but Flame Shield was doing 60 damage. It was pretty crazy. So if you have the opportunity to utilize Flame Shield as she's attacking you and kind of force her to attack you, go for it. Flame Shield, surprisingly useful.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
So they knew. It seems all I'm doing is playing into the clutches of others right now. Not really doing a good job of making my own decisions. Never done damage past like 32? Yikes.
Well, if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolford is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Kamsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Weird. Why does he still think that I'm delivering the salt? It's like a plot hole, maybe.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Kamsel requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
Everyone in the story is gray. There is no black and white. Everyone is some degree of shady. You don't have to be African to live in denial. Time to gather some testimony as to Sorsley's crime. With so much gray. Hoping I can go down there, but alright, we'll go this way first. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. Do come again. 'Tis all hearsay, but I understand Esfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a den of iniquity, it's true. Their lack of adherence to the goddess's teachings has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Iniquity. Someone left a journal behind, best not to pry. Why wouldn't we pry? Ain't no one here. Oh no, I have more pressing concerns at the moment. That darn officer hunting me like a dog. If he would but leave this place, I could return to my home. Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof have you? Frankly, none, sir. Well, when you do as much business as I do, rumors about oneself tend to propagate. It would behoove you to interrogate the rumors you hear before repeating them. Yes, but it would also be best not to let sleeping rumors lie. Keep digging and keep me apprised of any new information you may find. I am eager to be of service. Strange. I think on the next cutscene I'm gonna sit down. I judge by your garb you hail from Glenbrook. Have you come to gaze upon the wonder that is the Holy State? Surely you have many tales from your journeys to our fair lands. Do tell, do tell. Fear this will become a long conversation. We'll have to save it for another time. Saintly Seven have been recognized by the goddess of Salt herself and are tasked with leading the faithful of Hyzant. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddess speak in her own words. The Holy One then disseminates her words to the Saintly Seven, who hand them down to the people, thus granting the Holy State her blessings. I, of course, take pride in the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you, as an outsider, find it? I like this one, I guess. Systems of rule are not so easily compared. They are the result of choices made by a people over the arc of their shared history. Ah, yes, a sincere and logical argument on the surface, yet we need but scratch at it to reveal the rot within. These other nations you speak of, they are meaningless pits of suffering in which the people and their sordid histories are trapped. The only ones who can truly lead the people to prosperity and happiness are those who have been chosen by the goddess herself, the Holy One and the Saintly Seven. Yes, so your dogma tells us, though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Swako. Only those who have official business with the ministry may enter. No appointment, I must ask you leave. I learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorsley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessing to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerates much in search for truth. Hold on. Is there a thing here? No? Right. Gato? What are you doing there? Minister Exham is occupied for the moment. To meet business with him, I bid you to write him a letter. A letter? That presumes I have something to write with. Only those with special permission may enter the palace. Take your leave. You may not pass. Not let you pass without permission. I care not who you are or from what nation you hail. None may enter the source. If you're not here to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? Not that I wish to hide, no. I abhor keeping secrets, and in all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source, and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer, different from the ones we see during the day, carry salt off at night under the cover of darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters, my conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor, in the middle of the night, highly suspicious. Shall make note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorsley's illegal enterprise. Access to the source is forbidden. May now go no further. You may not pass. We're looking for a rebel who was last seen in this area. Have you any memory of such a person? Might mean the one who just wants to go home. Perhaps this rebel will provide me with some information if I can convince this guard to move. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. Yeah. What? Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. Quality timber. I believe it was you. Pray be calm, for he has gone. Has he? Has he? How do you say that, but it not be a question? Has he? Has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I could do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything about House N's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. And even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House N? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. is located beside the entrance to the source. If Sorceley has anything to hide, he will most certainly have hid it there. The end encampment, if we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it genuinely does not exist. Yet it is also the most brazen and dangerous course of action. We'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. Okay, let's read this journal. This is not the right house. Fibers. If you're to search an encampment, you best do it at night. Learned all that I can. Is this the house? This might have been the house. Oh wait, no, it was this house over here. We just moved all the way over to the other side. Must be the journal Lila's secretary keeps. Looks like he's underlined something here for emphasis. I find Sorceley N's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret, wherein he dispersed generous bribes, bribing Glenbrook officials. This is extremely valuable evidence. I must make note of it. All you can about bribery. Wait, was that something new? Huh. Esfrost boasts of their freedom from the mountaintops, yet it is only ever the rich and powerful that rise to the top of the wretched duchy. While here in Hyzant, all are equal under the goddess's watchful eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need ask, but which nation, in your estimation, has the right of it? Let's rep the town. Neither the kingdom of Glenbrook, which I serve, bests you both. Oh, don't make me laugh. The very notion of a nation conquered by Esfrost being in the right is pure folly. It was turning away from the goddess's teachings that brought this fate upon them. They would have driven Esfrost from their shores had they but embraced her. So this is how the faithful of Hyzant think. Can I talk to you? I will admit that each of the Saintly Seven have their idiosyncrasy. There's a word. Nevertheless, the goddess's powers know no bounds. She will swiftly punish those who stray from the path, saint or not. I hear rumors of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with salt, you say, and I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true. Though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get this smuggled salt to Esfrost in the first place? I have no idea. What action do you expect me to take if you have not followed every lead? I wish to stamp out criminal activity however I can, but I will not bring charges against anyone with little more than rumors. Yes, but it would be best not to let sleeping rumors lie, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Oh, the bribes my secretary mentioned in his journal appear to be true. All that remains is to see what role they played in this illicit distribution of enterprise. seen a dealer. Different. Okay. It could be this guy. Close of the day. Terribly sorry to intrude, but might I borrow the pen and paper just there? I have a very important letter to write. Such paper will suffice, then you certainly may. Make use of the inkwell, too. How to write that letter to Exham. Huh. This is an important proposal to Minister Exham. I bid you deliver it to him at once. Very good, I shall. Or I shall see that it reaches Minister Exham myself. That letter should secure Minister Exham's cooperation in exposing Sorceley's crimes. I pray it reaches him soon. Cannot be too prepared, considering we're up against one of the Saintly Seven. That's interesting. No hearsay, but I understand, blah, blah. Were you here before? Woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. She always has some fresh morsel or other. It would behoove you to speak with her. A rumor monger, you say? I should very much like to speak with her, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. This is, so I was gonna end this investigation like 20 years ago. Blah, blah. Who is it? You? Did I see something over here? Living near the ministry. I guess it would have to be this house. Oh, her. I understand you are aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzant. I should like to hear more about them. Wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzant? You needn't have to be so coy. Oh, where to begin? Where to begin? Have you heard the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret, only to vanish as quickly and as quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on a ship. The ship she speaks of. Wow, the mages are hitting you for 80 damage? Oh my gosh. That's kinda ridiculous. Alright. How are they smuggling them? He's the cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, the disappeared vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk of House N's crimes has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorceley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illegal enterprises, as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A second account, of course. With that in hand, we'd have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. Finding it indeed. I get the job for you. Very good. Come by again. Information. So is it time now? Alright. I'm gonna say that I have accomplished everything that I want to accomplish. No other houses that I can enter. So I think we're good. Read all you can about the secret ledger. Alright. Heard enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize my thoughts. So I guess there's been many situations where I haven't investigated everything.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
Secret ledger.
Claris said Sorsley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
Sorsley's encampment.
By which you mean Sorsley's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorsley plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Kamsel once more.
Surprised we're not moving in on the encampment. Maybe we'll leave that to the scales. Oh, we're in chapter 10. When did that happen?
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Kamsel, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.